cash in a flash.
So you need cash now, you don't know how. No time to waste, need a loan at a pace. Get cash in a flash.
Wait no more. Accel Finance has the Express Loan just for you. The first ever Express Loan known by thousands for over 10 years. So walk in today and within 24 hours, you can get your Express Loan approved and your cash in a flash.
Cash in a flash. So when you need cash now, Accel Express Loans is how you can get your cash in a flash.
Terms and conditions apply.
Visit any Accel Finance branch for your Express Loan today.
Get cash in a flash.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation. First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink. And that, my friends, is how Nawasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our wash pan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Today we go mash it up. 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 You can't stop the unstoppable. You can't move the unmovable. You can't move the unmovable. You can't break the unbreakable. You can't break the unbreakable.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
And of course, we got to say hello and welcome to everyone to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson. How are you doing today? Now, the pleasure is always mine to come, and we are talking about what's making the news, things that are happening in Grenada, things that are happening in Trinidad, things that are happening in the region. We've been focusing a lot in the past year or so on Grenada. In the past few months, we've been focusing a lot on agriculture, as we have committed to doing since the start of the year. So we're going to tell you a few things agriculture-wise tonight. You remember that there was this land tenure regularization program. We have an update about that for you shortly. We're going to talk about that. I think this is a very, very important thing. All right. Government to increase production on government estates. Again, very good initiative. We're also hearing from the Ministry of Social Development in terms of hosting emergency response training on gender-based violence. And We have a few things to talk about on the program. So happy that you're here with us. You know what I mean? Yeah. Boy, I don't know what's going on, but oh my God. Well, I had a little discomfort in my neck earlier today, right? See, maybe I work into hard. I don't know. Maybe I sleep bad. But now it is paining me so much that I can hardly move my head. So much pain. But I said, you know what? Let me come on again. I had to come on and make sure we do the thing. Yeah, so we had to do the business. Yeah. But trust me, it's very painful. Maybe I'll probably do a shorter program today. Maybe I might be able to press through. Let's see what goes on. All right. But yeah, wow. So folks, we have to let you know that the headlines is brought to you to the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited. We also have Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, and of course, we keep telling you that with Real Value, they have the weekly deals that you can capitalize on. There's always deals happening at Real Value. So even when you don't, sorry, even even when you don't hear from us, all right, for whatever reason, if you don't hear from us, just know that there is a deal that is on at Real Value that you can capitalize on. Every week they try to like juggle it around a bit, so for everybody, yeah. Some people might be interested in some products, some might not be, so they try to make it as widespread as possible. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. So so right now you have huge saving. All right. Whether it's pancakes and pancake syrup, I love my little thing. All right. But no, they have the best pancake mix. Well, you know that already because you go there and you know that. But here's what you are getting: the 2 pound for $16.25, and brand name we're dealing with as well. That's a saving of $5.75 for you. You just cannot go wrong. So check out Real Value, IJ Supermarket. Folks, we're taking a quick break and we shall be back shortly.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Ma-Base stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Yeah, man. And of course, they say that's the tagline, you always have to bring value home at Quartz. All right, so let's get straight into the business. Now, we were telling you about the Land Tenure Regularization Program. So the coordinator of the Land Tenure Regularization Program, who's Judy Ann Thomas, God, man, let me skip gone. Yes, Judy Ann Thomas, and the assistant coordinator, who's Giselle Andrews, they've been shedding light on the program, highlighting that approximately 200 persons are already down to receive deeds. The aim is to improve the status of 500 individuals by December. People who've been using or occupying lands without deeds and stuff, government lands and so on. They are in a process of regularizing those people. So, you could go and get a loan and things like that, The road to ownership has started for many of those who occupy those lands. And of course, they are highlighting this.
We have currently processed in our database system about approximately 200 names that should be available for the issuance of deed by December. We also have a digitized application form for those who have not met the field offices at this time. The form can be provided through the Ministry of Agriculture's Facebook page or any other platform, legal platform, and you can use that, use your smartphone and fill out the form and send it. It comes directly to us, so we are able to assess your information. So far, the program has a target of 2 years initially. The first milestone we'll hit would be to issue those deeds of persons who are closed accounts. Closed accounts are individuals who have fully paid for their crown lands, already have their plans and all the legal aspect that goes along with obtaining crown lands, but for whatever reason have not yet received their deed. So this is what the program will be. The first milestone will hit. The second milestones will be working alongside those persons who have been given crown lands for whatever reasons, whatever challenges, they have not been able to complete payments within the 10 years given, which is 12 years. So we'll be assessing those individuals, the second milestones, and finally we'll be able to work alongside those who have been residing on crown land illegally but are still interested in getting themselves legalized so they can obtain a deed. So this is the milestones that we're looking to hit. So far we are in a good position with the first milestone.
At this moment, we are currently processing deeds for persons who are fully paid for their land, and also we will also be processing persons who would like to occupy the land, such as the squatters. But we only do those who are on the land for more than 10 years. We do welcome persons who would like to purchase as well, but right now it is our main priority are those who are fully paid and who are already occupants on the land. So this program is mainly about legalizing persons who are already on crown lands. We're giving them the opportunity to hold a deed at a lower rate than the market value. I urge everyone to please participate, please coordinate with the field officers that we have now. This program has started since May of this year, and so far everyone has been coordinating, everyone has been helping the program to run.
Right now we have currently 38 field officers, 3 senior officers. Currently, we have them residing, we have 3 teams, one residing in the St. George area. They will cover the lower part of the St. David's. Then we have another team that is responsible for St. Mark's, St. John, and St. Patrick's. And we have a third team responsible for the St. Andrew and the upper part in St. David's. So far they have visited a number of communities, and we left a brochure, we have sensitized in some areas. They have also worked alongside those closed accounts, those persons that have finished paying and for whatever reason have not obtained a deed as yet. So persons can also, but so far they have been in different areas. So for whatever reason, if you have ever missed any interaction with any of the field officers, you can call the government's Ministry of Agriculture's number at 440-2708, and you can ask to be assigned to the land tenure regularization program, and any one of our administrative team will be more than happy to assist.
All right, awesome. So we're looking good, right? Yeah, man. So, while on that topic, the government, they are planning to increase production on government estates. So we understand that plans are on the way to significantly increase production across government-owned agriculture estates with the aim, basically, to enhance food security and mitigating potential food shortages, especially following Hurricane Beryl. Understand? So the Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Lennox Andrew, recently visited the Laura, Grand Bacalet, Grand Bras, and Bellevue estates. He was joined by Permanent Secretary, that's Isaac Bagwan, Chief Executive Officer Lawrence St. Louis, and Supervisor of Propagation, that's Nigel Gibbs, to evaluate the farms and to devise strategies to boost production. And that is good, because once we have food, we are right. You understand? Once we start to increase our production here and dependency on food that is homegrown, that's better for us. We're eating healthier. The food tastes better, everything. And I understand the money stay here, circulate a little more in Grenada itself. You know what I mean? So good. So here's this. Over 30 individuals, they are currently attending a 3-day workshop which began yesterday, and is focused on understanding gender and gender-based violence in humanitarian settings. Now, the training is being hosted by the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Affairs, my ministry, in partnership with the Build Back Equal Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights SRHR Initiative, the United Nations Population Fund, and the UN Women. Now, Rachel James, who is a representative from the Division of Gender and Family Affairs in the Ministry of Social Development, she's saying that the training is being conducted to mitigate the occurrence of gender-based violence in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, particularly on the sister isle of CARICOM, and as well Petite Martinique. James is emphasizing that with the displacement of many on the island of CARICOM and Petite Martinique, it is crucial to ensure stakeholders are equipped with the knowledge and skills to address issues of gender-based violence that may arise in such situations. You understand? So we're looking pretty. That's my ministry. I think it's a very, 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 very important ministry that we're talking about social development. The author of the CSEC mathematics text, Raphael Johnson, popularly known by his sobriquet Croqueta, facilitated a math school-based assessment SBA workshop at the J.W. Fletcher Catholic School on July 11. Again, the author of the CSEC mathematics text, Raphael Johnson Croqueta, I don't know him, man. He don't sing. He recently conducted he facilitated a math school-based assessment SBA workshop at the J.W. Fletcher. 12 math department heads from different schools participated in this. Teachers who attended the CSEC math school-based assessment or SBA workshop, they are expected to demonstrate improved skills in guiding and supporting students, resulting in higher completion rates. That is for mathematics SBAs. And I said, well, wait, now Coqueta is boy. You understand? I never knew him in that capacity. Yes, I never knew Coqueta in that capacity. Now, the workshop, I'm sure, will help people will help the teachers go a long way. You know what I mean? I would have liked to see me, boy. I'm just really, really thrilled and honored to read this out for a former colleague, because we used to sing Calypso and they, let me get how they doing the little thing, they coquette people and thing. Hey, you're telling me I'm so happy. What they doing the little session and the boy day and the teaching the thing they. I'm so happy, so happy. Coquetta, well, good job, my brother. Good job. All right, Olio. What else? We're moving on. What else I have to tell you, boy? Oh, yes. The Prime Minister and Member of Parliament of St. David, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, proudly announces, they say, the grand opening of the Vincent's Community Center, and that's going to be happening on Thursday, 25th July. This event signifies a momentous achievement for the community of Vincent's, Syracuse, Dunmar, Windsor Forest, and neighboring areas, introducing a new hub dedicated to enhancing social interaction, education, and community engagement. The Vincent's Community Center is set to become a focal point of community life, offering a diverse range of activities and programs designed to enrich the lives of all residents. The opening ceremony will have a feature address from the Honorable Decon Mitchell himself, member of Parliament for St. David, Prime Minister, etc., etc., etc. And they will have other people and things like that who's going to make other presentations. So this is going to be a good one. Yeah. So all you big up all the whole self with that. The center will be opened on Thursday. Family, allow me to take a little thing. Let me take a little break. You hear, Papa? The boy's struggling a lot. God, what can I take for this thing? What can I take for this? You know, I guess as much everybody gets that kind of at some point in time in their life. I don't know. I'm not used to that, but today that thing that bad. Eat 14. I'm struggling here. Let me take a break and I will come back. And of course, when I come back, we'll have the national report, we'll have the weather. By the way, I do believe there's a flood warning in effect for tonight. I'm not sure if you have already started experiencing it, but you should get some water tonight. We'll be back.
Cash in a flash.
So you need cash now, you don't know how. No time to waste, need a loan at a pace. Get cash in a flash.
Wait no more! Accel Finance has the Express Loan just for you. The first ever Express Loan known by thousands for over 10 years. So walk in today and within 24 hours, you can get your Express Loan approved and your cash in a flash.
Cash in a flash. So when you need cash now, Excel Express Loans is how you can get your cash in a flash.
Terms and conditions apply.
Visit any Accel Finance branch for your Express Loan today.
Get cash in a flash.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Today we go mash it up. 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 They can't stop your supplement. They can't move your movement. They can't move your movement. They can't break your breakable. They can't break your breakable.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Experience the heart and soul of Spice Mass at the Grenada Traditional Mass Festival on Saturday, July 27th at Hero Square, Victoria in St. Mark. Join us from 3 p.m. and witness the spectacular cultural display of the various traditional mass bands such as Vehicle, Short Knee, while in there, Jab Jab, and Maypole dancers with vibrant costumes, infectious music, and unforgettable cultural tradition. Bring your family and friends to enjoy an afternoon filled with excitement and heritage. Your presence is not just a visit, but a contribution to the preservation of our rich Grenadian culture. The Traditional Mass Festival, commencing 3 p.m. Hero Square, St. Mark. See you there. Saturday, 27 July. This event is sponsored by Grenlec.
This is the GIS Evening Report for Tuesday, July 23rd. I am Rakisha St. Louis. In the headlines, Grenada to host the 47th regular meeting of CARICOM. Relief efforts continue toward rebuilding post-Hurricane Beryl. We'll have details to these stories and more when we return.
Welcome to the 47th meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, hosted by your new chairman, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, July 28th to 30th, St. George, Grenada. The Conference of Heads of Government, comprising the leaders of member states, serves as the highest governing body of the Caribbean community. CARICOM is a multilingual community made up of 20 countries, 15 member states and 5 associate members, and is home to approximately 16 million citizens. CARICOM stands on 4 pillars: economic integration, foreign policy coordination, human and social development, and security. It holds ultimate authority for negotiating treaties on behalf of the community and establishing relationships between the community and international organizations and states. The conference oversees the financial arrangements necessary to cover the community's expenses, though it has assigned this responsibility to the Community Council. Typically, decisions within the conference are reached through unanimous agreement. Join us as we begin the countdown for the 47th regular meeting of CARICOM Heads of Government in Spice Island, Grenada, with incoming chairman, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, and the whole of CARICOM represented. Let's join the conversations and prepare the shifting perspectives on pertinent and pressing issues that affect our Caribbean community.
Welcome back. Grenada will host the 47th regular Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM meeting, scheduled to take place July 28th to the 30th. Prime Minister of Grenada, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, will assume chairmanship of CARICOM. Speaking during a recent interview with the GIS, CARICOM Ambassador to Grenada, His Excellency Aaron Moses, says Honorable Deacon Mitchell assuming the position of Chair of CARICOM will mean great things for Grenada. The chairmanship, he says, puts the Prime Minister in an even more significant position now as it presents opportunities to create greater focus on Grenada, especially at this time.
The leadership of CARICOM rotates every 6 months, and there's a committee, what should I say, executive committee of the leaders that responsible for leading the process. So if the Prime Minister takes over in July and his term ends 6 months after, he still remains on that committee because he has the follow-through.
Right.
So it extends about an 18-month period. So I think the fact that he's going to be leading the charge brings more focus on Grenada. It's an opportunity for greater awareness. And we should use that opportunity to bring home to our Grenadian people the potential benefits of deepening the integration process. How many of our local producers are already seriously looking at entering our regional markets? Yes, there are challenges like transportation and all of that. But all of those things are on the agenda, and based from where I sit, I think there are some serious moves towards addressing many of these challenges to move greater volume of people and goods and services across the region.
His Excellency Aaron Moses says, as host to the meeting, Grenadian entrepreneurs should pay close attention and use the opportunity to maximize on potential business opportunities.
We need to be aware of those things, and we should be planning to maximize the various opportunities that exist with the deepening of the integration process. Provision of goods and services, accessing goods and services, and beginning to see our future as part of the region and not confined to the borders of only Grenada. Our young people should be seeing the world, in fact, as their future, and not confined to the borders of Grenada. They should be seeing the OECS, CARICOM,
bigger, wider global village for them.
To put the things in place to allow that to happen, you should be very proactive in terms of exploring the opportunities.
The opening ceremony for the meeting will be held at the St. George's University on Sunday and will be preceded by the official commissioning of the CARICOM roundabout. The Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, on Tuesday handed over emergency relief goods to the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA. The handover was done during a brief ceremony held at the NADMA headquarters at Manjulu. Foreign Affairs Minister Honorable Joseph Andal expressed profound gratitude on behalf of the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique to the Japanese delegation for the relief efforts, citing that Japan has always been a good partner to Grenada.
Particularly the people of Petite Martinique, Carriacou, Isle-Run and St. Patrick. To the government and people of Japan for your extremely generous and timely donation. Japan, as was pointed out, is a country that is very prone to natural disasters, probably even more so than we are in the Caribbean. And so the fact that they readily came to our assistance in our time of need is particularly heartwarming, because it is quite easy for people to be selfish in this dog-eat-dog world that we live in. So we really and truly appreciate your gesture. Japan and Grenada, and by extension the Caribbean, enjoy warm, diplomatic, and people-to-people relationship going back 50 years since the establishment of CARICOM. And as early as possible after independence, Grenada and Japan established bilateral relations. And these relationships have proven to be mutually beneficial. We can point, for example, to our fisheries industry. And if you go around almost every important fishing village in Grenada, you can see examples of the generosity of the Japanese people and government towards us.
Chief Representative of the Japan International Cooperation Agency, Mr. Ichiro Miura, expressed sentiments of sympathy to Grenada on the destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl, where lives and livelihoods were lost.
In particular, remote islands such as CARICOM and Petit Martinique and also St. Patrick area were severely damaged. And as a person for the same island nation, my heart is very much hurt. Hurricane Beryl, which hit Grenada, your country, on 1st of July, was a very large category for hurricane, almost 5. I also live in a neighboring country, St. Lucia. So I think that I understand the situation very well as a resident of the small island country. And I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to all the government officials for taking the time to hand over the relief supplies from Japan, especially Ministry of Foreign Affairs and NADOMA.
His Excellency Matsubura Yutaka, Ambassador of Japan, reiterated the importance of reflecting on the impact of the storm on the lives of those residing in the areas that were severely impacted by the storm.
The well-being and safety of the people of Grenada remains foremost of our minds during this most difficult time. It is our sincerest hope that our emergency aid supplies will bring much-needed relief to the citizens who have been adversely affected by the disaster. We wish to assure you that Japan remains committed to providing the necessary support to Grenada, along with its neighboring countries in the region. We pray for the speedy recovery of all affected citizens and for the earliest possible restoration of the areas impacted by the hurricane.
National Disaster Coordinator Dr. Terence Walters expressed gratitude to the JICA team and assured that the relief items will be used for its intended purpose.
In response, we have had friendly organizations and governments provide relief, and this is significant from the people of Japan for the people of Grenada, CARICOM, Petit Martinique. These items will go a long way toward the relief efforts on all islands, all 3 islands, Grenada, CARICOM, Petit Martinique, and it will go a really long way in alleviating the suffering, the pain that the people feel after the terrible Hurricane Beryl. We understand that when these events occur, we need to ensure that we provide the humanitarian relief and support that people need. And so we are, we have reached out far and wide, and the people of Japan have heard our cry, and they have provided a significant supply, significant relief for the people of Grenada, CARICOM, and Petit Martinique. So for this, I say thank you, and I assure you that these items will be used for the people and to ensure that the people make good use, best use of the items provided. So,
this is the GIS Evening Report. We'll take our first break. The news will return.
Violence is never the answer. Let's talk it out. We need a safe space for our children to grow up, so let us respect each other. You see this little light of mine? I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna keep it burning for the children is looking on. So let's take advantage of the gun amnesty in full effect until July 30th. Remember, the answer is love. A message from the Ministry of National Security. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna keep it burning.
The gun amnesty remains in effect until July 30th. A message from the Ministry of National Security.
Welcome back. Government continues to receive donations toward its disaster relief fund as efforts continue to bring severely affected areas in CARICOM, Martinique, and the north and northwestern parts of mainland Grenada to some semblance of normalcy following Hurricane Beryl on July 1st. On Tuesday, the Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions, GAFIN, made a donation of $25,000 towards the fund. GAFIN seeks to promote and maintain public confidence in the financial system through the effective regulation and supervision of designated non-bank financial institutions. The check was handed over to Minister for Finance, Honorable Dennis Cornwall, by GAFIN's representative, Mrs. Bethan George Buckmeyer.
The Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions, GAFIN, empathizes with the people of Grenada, CARICOM, and Petite Martinique who have been affected following the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Today, we are making a contribution of $25,000 to the National Disaster Relief Fund. It is our hope that this amount will provide some form of assistance to those who have been affected.
Minister Cornwall assured that the funds will be used to improve the lives of those affected.
As Minister of Finance here in Grenada, I am pleased to accept the check on behalf of GAFIN. GAFIN is the Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions in Grenada. We believe that this generous contribution would go far in terms of helping our persons who have been affected by Hurricane Beryl on Grenada, CARICOM, and Petite Martinique. Once again, thank you for that generous donation.
Plans are underway to significantly increase production across government-owned agricultural estates with the aim of enhancing food security and mitigating potential food shortages, especially following the recent hurricane. Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, Lennox Andrews, visited the Laura, Grand Bacolet, Grand Bras and Bellevue estates to evaluate the farms and devise strategies to boost production. He was joined by Permanent Secretary Isaac Bagwan, Chief Extension Officer Lawrence St. Louis, and Supervisor of Propagation Nigel Gibbs. Minister Andrews announced that plans for the management and operation of the estates are in effect.
The potential for this on these estates is great. Now that the hurricane has passed and we are foreseeing a shortage of food, we want to find a way to put this estate back to work to produce as much as possible so that we would not have a major shortage of ground provisions and other agricultural produce in the coming months.
He indicated that the goal is to have the estates fully operational by the end of 2024.
We already have a manager in charge of all of the government estates. I have asked him to put together a production plan for each of these estates. And that production plan involves human resource needs, technology needs, equipment needs, and a plan to actually produce. So with the help we're going to receive from our sister bilateral countries and also institutions like FAO and CARDI and ICA, we think we can, once properly designed, we can put the estates back to work and produce so as to avoid any negative shortage of the commonly consumed agricultural produce.
Minister Andrews elaborated on ways modern technology will be employed to increase the production of high-demand crops, particularly root crops.
So we have the typical ground provisions, the yam, dashing, tanya, sweet potato, edos. We are experimenting with white potato in Maribo right now. But apart from that, we also have the lettuce, the cabbage, the carrots, and so on. And that's what we want to do. So we're going to use the hydroponics and the latest modern technology in producing all of these different varieties of crops. One of the things that we want to do is, in the case of new varieties, we want varieties that are more resistant and the production period is much shorter, so we can produce a lot more in a much shorter space of time. Good? And the land is there. All we have to do is to prepare the land and employ the labor force and put more people to work.
Continuing the news, author of the now widely used CSEC mathematics text, Raphael Johnson, popularly known by his sobriquet Croquetta, recently facilitated a Math SBA workshop at the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School. We get more in this Annette Moore report.
Over the years, when CXC would have introduced that mathematics SBA, a lot of the teachers were unsure as to what exactly they wanted of us. And we've been doing it according to the guidelines that the CXC website would have provided, but it's limited in a lot of regards. So this session today kind of puts a lot of things into perspective. It's good to interface with other maths teachers and hear what they're thinking so that we could really synchronize what's really going on in maths in Grenada.
It is expected that teachers participating in the CSEC Math SBA workshop will demonstrate improved skills in guiding and supporting students, leading to increased success rates in completing mathematics SBAs. 24 heads of math departments at various schools were expected, however, 12 participated. Curriculum Officer Lydon Richardson believes this training will pay off in the classroom.
The teachers who are here, the session this morning, they were quite engaged, and we are quite happy to see the kind of information that and the communication that the discussion that's taking place in the groups.
Head of the Math and Science Department at the Grenada Christian Academy, Roxanne Lessie, shared her opinion.
I think that the workshop is a very interactive one, so we were placed in groups, and 2 heads are better than 1, so we were able to critique an SBA and to see how we could go about to give and take on the marking scheme to better be able to go back in our schools and perfect our said SBAs as well.
Speaking to Johnson, a TAMCC math and physics lecturer at the workshop on July 11th, he says his text, CSEC Mathematics, is unique because there is an in-depth chapter on SBA preparation. Johnson's text is also being used as the main math text in Jamaica and Antigua and is expected to be adopted by other islands. Math and science teacher at Wesley College, Keith Blackman, praised the user-friendliness of the text.
In all of my years of teaching, I know I look young, but I've been here for a while, and this text is one of the most user-friendly that I've ever seen. It relates things in a practical sense. It uses a Caribbean context with examples that we as Caribbean people can relate to. And it really simplifies the content in a way that students and teachers are able to understand quite easily.
The CSEC Mathematics author assisted teachers in understanding how to use the SBA chapter effectively.
Teachers as well as students sometimes have difficulty in SBA. So in the last workshop I did, the teachers say, well, we can have a follow-up where you give some ideas on how to do SBAs. And so we said, okay, and hence this workshop today, which is mainly focusing on how to help students to write good SBAs, how to grade them and everything, so that it will, SBAs are 20% of the CXC mark for maths, right? So if they could get a good SBA, they 20 marks done already, right? If they get a full mark or close to it, a good bit of marks to start off with. That will help students to be much more successful.
Johnson outlined the benefits of the workshop.
First of all, they should be able to know what is an SBA and explain that to students, because the SBA was introduced so that students will have a knowledge of the application, real-life application of maths.
Other competencies included creating an SBA topic and learning how to grade SBAs using the CSEC rubrics or grading scheme.
The last thing we're going to do for today is for them to write their own SBAs. So topics, grading, and then by the end of that time, they will have a fair idea of how to write their own SBA.
Richardson explained the objectives.
What we expect here today is that teachers would, at the end of the day, teachers would have a better understanding to guide students so that students would be able to do much better in their SBAs. So going forward, students should be, SBAs out of 20, students should be getting at least 20, 18, 19 in the SBAs.
This workshop is important to me, especially as a Form 5 teacher, because for years with the introduction of the Math SBA, teachers, including myself, have been clamoring with an explanation. We weren't too sure. There wasn't any concrete draft or anything that we can go by to help us. We have just been doing it together with whatever teachers say and whatever the feedback that CXC would have given us. However, with the explanations today that's given by Mr. Johnson, who is the author of the said maths book that we're now using, we're better able to get an insight as to the exact direction that we should take, how to understand the marking scheme so that we can take it back to our students to help them perfect their SBAs.
Blackman says the workshop was very informative and useful.
A lot of the times you're given things and it's given in a theoretical sense and it's kind of hard to put into real life. But with the practical examples now, it enables us and it gives us a way forward as to how to approach a lot of things as it relates to the SBA. And I think Mr. Johnson would have given us a good platform in that he has a lot of guidelines as to what it is that we should be doing.
For the GIS Evening Report, I'm Annette Moore.
This is the GIS Evening Report. The news will continue after the break.
Welcome to the 47th meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, hosted by your new chairman, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, July 28th to 30th, St. George, Grenada. The Conference of Heads of Government, comprising the leaders of member states, serves as the highest governing body of the Caribbean community. CARICOM is a multilingual community made up of 20 countries, 15 member states and 5 associate members, and is home to approximately 16 million citizens. CARICOM stands on 4 pillars: economic integration, foreign policy coordination, human and social development, and security. It holds ultimate authority for negotiating treaties on behalf of the community and establishing relationships between the community and international organizations and states. The conference oversees the financial arrangements necessary to cover the community's expenses, though it has assigned this responsibility to the Community Council. Typically, decisions within the conference are reached through unanimous agreement. Join us as we begin the countdown for the 47th regular meeting of CARICOM Heads of Government in Spice Island, Grenada, with incoming chairman, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, and the whole of CARICOM represented. Let's join the conversations and prepare the shifting perspectives on pertinent and pressing issues that affect our Caribbean community.
Welcome back. Grenada presents its team for the Paralympic Games in Paris from August 28th to September 8th. Aishana Charles and Tyler Smith will both represent in the field event categories. This year's games will include 22 sports: athletics, badminton, blind football, cycling, powerlifting, shooting, sitting volleyball, swimming, and table tennis. Team Grenada was presented on Tuesday during a brief ceremony. President of the Paralympic Committee, Ray Roberts, is optimistic that an investment in physically challenged athletes at all levels will reap tremendous recognition and benefits for Grenada.
If we want to nurture these special ed and other people, I'm sure there will be Kirani James, Anderson Peters, and Lyndon Victor among them. I mean, you look at the young man from St. Mark's Special Education, Victoria Special Education, Kellan, running 12.7. First time he ran at the Queen's Park, never run there. I'm not too sure he was ever there before. So at that stage, if we get him into, I don't want to say proper coaching because he would have had some coaching, but if we get him to more a professional institute of coaching, I'm sure he will grow faster and run faster. In athletics, what counts is time, not coming first. Time and time only, throwing distance, and that's what we are aspiring to do. I want to say that we have struggled to get where we are, but we're very proud where we are.
Sports Minister, Senator the Honorable Jonathan Lacrette, congratulated the athletes and encouraged them to stamp their authority within the competition. He pledged the government's continued support toward their growth and success.
I do not want you to feel limited in your ability in any way by your disability or by your differentness That's my term, so don't ever repeat it anywhere else that you go, please. By your differentness. I want you to feel empowered and capable like any other human being with the ability to use all limbs. And I want you to understand that you are greatly valued. Congratulations to both of you, all of the individuals who are standing with you, backing you, bracing their back against yours, giving you the financial support, the moral support, and all the other aspects of support that you need for you to be able to be successful at the Games. We are going to be rooting for you in this corner of the world, in the Southern Caribbean. You can be assured of that, being glued into our televisions as to when you are performing and participating in your respective events so that we can cheer you on. I know that you have the love and support of your family. You also have the love and support of the Cabinet of Grenada, our dear Prime Minister and my colleagues, as well as whole of government. And I know that you have the love and support of your association and our federation. So God's richest blessings upon you. We pray for your divine success and that the favor of God is going to rest upon your lives.
That story just ended the GIS Evening Report for today, Tuesday, July 23rd, recapping the top stories. Grenada to host 47th regular meeting of CARICOM, and relief efforts continue toward rebuilding post-Hurricane Beryl. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. And of course, we look forward to more news again. Here now is weather as submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times as the night progresses, with light to moderate showers and a possible isolated thunderstorm towards early morning. Tonight's minimum temperature 26.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Weather for Wednesday expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with the morning showers and a low chance of isolated thunder improving as the day progresses. Max temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 26.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves up to 6 feet in open waters. And that, my friends, is our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Big up to the people on the live stream on YouTube. We know that you're there, so thank you for being with us. Suzanne, Jennifer, Laverne, Marcus, Glenora, and the entire crew. Keith, blessings to you as well. And those of you on Facebook, Java, and the sharing committee, and all the other folks who's always there on Facebook making things happen for us. We always say thank you for sharing and for being part of the business. Liz, it ain't cloudy no more, so Queen is saying it's heavy showers right now. Okay, cool. We expect that. Claudette, Bermuda, Diana, Liz again, Hazel, Bernadette, Bermuda, yes, Java, Queen, and all the other folks. Sam, blessings to you guys. See you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Adonna, how are you? Same time, same place. May God bless you. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, ja. No. Take care, guys. We hope to see you tomorrow, God's willing. Same time, same place.